herzlich willkommen bei JMC. Wir sind heute in Frankfurt. Gleich fängt das Hazelwood Festival an und bei mir sitzen jetzt The Tunics aus England. Und denen werde ich jetzt mal ein paar Fragen stellen vor ihrem Auftritt heute als Hauptakt des Abends. Thank you for your time. How are you?
Very well, thank you. A little bit tired. We had a bit of a late night yesterday, but that's touring.
Yeah, you played a few shows here in Germany.
Yes, we played. This is the fifth show out of 7, and we've played Munich, Dresden, Stuttgart, Heidelberg, and now Frankfurt today. And we're off to Berlin and Hamburg, and then that's that, and that's the tour done.
How do you like it so far?
Love it.
Yeah.
Everything about this country is awesome. Like the crowds are some of the best that we've played to. I mean, attendance is, but the actual reactions of the crowd is tremendous. You know, British people. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but say, for example, if they like something, they won't necessarily go, yeah, woo, sort of thing, whereas they do in Germany, so that's nice. It's good for the confidence, you know.
So let's talk about the band. How do you get together as a band?
Well, Scott and I, the bass player, we've known each other for, well, a very long time. 12. Probably about 12 years. Okay. And I've always had ambitions of writing music as a living, and you know, being in a band and that kind of nonsense. And so I knew that Scott played bass, and it was just the organic sort of thing that seemed to fit. And Joe is a fairly new addition to the band. He's the rock. He's the captain, and exactly. Joe came along, and it was just perfect. Just a real organic thing. We had a bit of a jam. We had a chat. We went for a beer, and it worked. And from that moment on, we've been just on the up, really.
What is about the name The Tunics? Has it something to do with the Libertines?
Yeah, it does. Yeah? It's exactly why. I saw the really iconic NME. You know the NME? It's a really iconic photograph taken by Roger Sargent of the 4 of them in these red military tunics, and I just thought they were the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life, and so I wanted to know what they were called, and so then I found out, and it turned out that it was a pun on tune, like the Beatles beat tune, and so that it was perfect, really. And there's a bit of. It wasn't just like a name that came out of nowhere. It had a story and a sort of something people can relate to, you know. And
a lot of your songs deal with youth crime and gangs. Are this really your experience in the UK?
Well, Scott and I are from South London, and gang culture, and knife culture, and to a growing extent gun culture in London. The suburban London is a genuine issue that everybody deals with, and it's not something that I think I could ignore. You know, if I was going to write songs about things I can relate to, that would have to be one of them. You know, I mean, okay, personally, I've never had a gun pointed at me, but you know, I mean, my dad's a murder detective, and so he tells me, you know, like he'll find out about what things are going on and not things that are spoken about in the media or anything, you know. It's like real, you know, horrible stuff, and so therefore it feels sort of a part of me, and so therefore I want to speak about it and try and say something about it. You know, always saying is give peace a chance.
Let's talk about your future plans. You played new songs on your shows?
Yes.
Are there already plans for a new record?
Well, the plan is to keep writing at the rate that we're writing, which is a lot, you know, and we record demos, and so now that the rate between writing the song, recording the song and playing it live is very, very quick, and so rather than just put 12 songs together and let that be the album, what we want to do is write 50 songs, and then we could pick and choose and create something really special, you know. And so, but there's nothing set in stone about a date recording or anything like that yet, but it won't be that long.
Okay, so maybe you can play one of your new songs to us?
Yes, that's fine.
Possible?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Ja, die Jungs sind jetzt noch so nett und spielen uns einen ganz neuen Song auf der Akustikgitarre als kleines Mitbringsel für euch.
Lately, have you seen what you and him have done to me?
need be. I come clean and I cut you in the way you cut me. All I ever wanted was someone to love, to love.